All right. This next one looks like it's going to be related to Japan in some way, based on the name and just the little opening scene here. You know, I'm looking at it. It's like, this looks like it's Japan stuff. Are you into Japan stuff?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about? How do you feel about?
It makes me feel like I want to watch this. What?
How do you feel about Japanese culture and all that? Some people are. I always like the idea of samurai and stuff like that. So, do you have an affinity for things like that?
I mean, I do like anime and I don't know. I know that my future stepdaughter is super into like Japanese culture and like she wants to go to Japan. So it's a big deal,
okay.
I guess, over here.
Yeah, I'm like ancient Japan stuff. I like, samurai swords.
Like Okinawa.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, let's check it out. We're watching we're watching the trailer for. Are you a gym rat, or even just somebody who works to stay healthy through exercise? If so, I have found your new favorite color. Purple. Purple Works Nutrition offers a pre-workout manufactured right here in the good old US of A. Their pre-workout is formulated by a healthcare professional with a simple, easy-to-understand list of all natural ingredients with no preservatives or artificial flavors. Action Pack members, in the words of the mighty Grom Hellscream, why be strong enough when you can be stronger still? By harnessing the power of purple. Purple Works Pre-Workout is the ultimate pre-workout supplement that targets tried and true ingredients that deliver energy, focus, and strength. You can find this pre-workout at purpleworksnutrition.com. You can find a link in the description down below. Shōgun! Official trailer. Hiroyuki Sanada, Cosmo Jarvis, Anna Sawai? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but Sawai. FX coming at us from FX Networks. We're going to like the video. FX Shōgun, official trailer, an epic saga of war, passion, and power set in feudal Japan, or feudal Japan. I might not be pronouncing that exactly correctly, but I don't think that the way that they pronounce it in the West, I don't think that, like, the typical way, feudal, I don't think that's exactly right. I think it's like feudal Japan. I think it's just a little different than typically we say it. But anyway, it's coming February 2024 on Hulu and FX. Okay, so based on James Clavell's novel, FX Shōgun is set in Japan in the year 1600 at the dawn of a century-defining civil war. Lord Yoshi Toranaga. I'm sure that if he's a lord, he must be a total badass Japanese warrior or whatever. Just the fact that his first name is Yoshi is a little funny because now in modern day we have Mario and Yoshi. So anyway, Yoshi Toranaga is fighting for his life as his enemies on the Council of Regents unite against him when a mysterious European ship is found marooned in a nearby fishing village. Oh, I bet you that the mysterious ship has some kind of weapons or something that they don't use, and then they're going to use those against his enemies. That's usually how it happens in these types of movies. Like in The Last Samurai, that's what it was. Anyway, so based on the premise and what you just heard about it, do you have any thoughts?
I mean, it sounds like it could be interesting.
Yeah.
I like historical, kind of stories, so...
Yeah, cool historical set pieces, period pieces, Hiroku Sanada is you're going to see him and he's in everything. He's in everything that has to do with Japan or samurai or anything. He's in it, so you're going to see, even if you don't recognize the name, you're going to recognize him when he comes up. He's really great. We got a 2-minute and 47-second trailer. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
I love my awesome Support the Troops Stormtrooper mug. Do you know where you can get a mug just like this one, but different? Bottega Krua. Bottega Krua is an Italian born and raised artisan trained at the Academy of Fine Arts in Venice, Italy. Since 2010, Bottega Krua has offered unique handmade and hand-painted ceramics, pottery, and other artistic products. You can find these products at her Etsy store by following the link down below. She also takes custom orders, but they may take longer to ship because she has to make them after you order them. So, go check out Bottega Krua to get yourself an awesome mug just like this one, or the ones you've been seeing behind me as this ad has been going on. Remember, guys, supporting our partners is supporting the pack, the Action Pack. Here we go. So I'm wondering, is this a series or a movie? That's going to be the question, because it doesn't specifically say. So anyway, yeah.
Do not be fooled by our politeness. Our bows are made of ritual.
There he is. That's Hiroyuki Sanada. Do you recognize him?
Our bows are made.
I don't know.
He's been in everything. He was in The Last Samurai, Crouching Tiger. I'm pretty sure he was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, okay.
He's in everything. Anyway, John Wick.
The rituals. Death is in our air. And sea and earth. Just remember. We live and we die. We control nothing beyond that.
What's this white guy doing here?
Well, he was on the ship. Yeah, he was on the ship. I think that actually it's historically kind of accurate, because at this point, I believe that at this point in history, they started doing trade and things with Japan. Like Japan started kind of opening up. So this might be a little bit actually historically accurate. I'm not sure though.
Has 3 hearts. One in his mouth for the world to know. Another in his chest, just for his friends. And a secret heart, buried deep, where no one can find it.
Okay.
What kind of man wields power in a land like this? The one with the open, or the one you never see?
Okay.
Will I die here? Likely.
Oh.
War is coming.
Life and death are the same. Both can have value and purpose.
This is not where we die.
Okay.
We should be corpses, I know.
So I think that the idea here behind having these two white guys, these two European people, is so that way they're the audience. I think that they serve as the audience, which is a typical, it's a very typical plot device, is that you have like somebody from some stranger from a strange land, who's not from here, come in, and they kind of serve as the reason why things need to be explained. So like it wouldn't make sense for someone to kind of pause what's happening in a movie or a show and then explain to, like, if I'm a Japanese lord and you're a Japanese lord and we're going to court, like we're going to discuss politics with other Japanese lords, it wouldn't make sense for me to turn to you and go, these are the Japanese lords. They decide things. That guy rules over that place, and that guy rules over that place, and our customs are these. That doesn't make sense because you.
I guess. Dialogue.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you
like a Vikings vibe, this is.
Oh right, like in the way they're trying to make it, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gives me like Oriental.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be like almost like a Game of Thrones. Well, I guess Vikings, all of those shows are trying to kind of mimic the idea of like, the drama behind and politics behind the wars and stuff that we fight. I mean, that's basically kind of like what Game of Thrones is. So I'm kind of excited about this, but let's finish out here.
No, but here we are. My life is mine and yours is yours.
Words of wisdom to live by. My life is mine and yours is yours.
You can't see that.
Oh, I hope there's more to
This
it.
prison.
It is you who is imprisoned. Freedom is all you ever live for.
Okay. All right. Okay, so it's a series, yeah. Hulu and Fox.
Cool.
So, by the way, just so you guys know, Hulu and Fox. So this is a Disney. This is Disney. Hulu and Fox are owned by Disney. So, yeah. So, what are your thoughts? Well, I just want to say I am getting like the Last Samurai feel here. I'm getting a feeling of like the Last Samurai, where Tom Cruise comes in. He's the white guy, but he's actually brought in to fight and kill the samurai, and then he gets stuck in the samurai camp, kind of not really as a prisoner, but there's like. Anyway, he gets stuck there, and then he has to like learn about their culture, and then they go to war, and he ends up fighting alongside of the samurai and stuff like that. I'm getting kind of that idea is what's for like that
Sure.
that feeling is what I'm getting from this. So what are your thoughts?
I think I would agree with that. They took the premise or the concept of that and turned it into a lengthy kind of series. Also, historically, maybe incorporating some factual, dates, just like Vikings.
Right. I think this will be good just because, like I said, it's got a good cast. It has potential. I'll say it has potential to be good because of the acting and the production value here looks pretty good. So, and by the way, this guy,
Looks pretty good.
right here, we've seen him before, but just because I saw him right here, that guy right there, if you can kind of see make out who he is, that's Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima. That's actually the guy who plays Jin Sakai in the video game Ghost of Tsushima, which was the best game of, 2020, 2021? When did that game come out? Man, it's been a couple of years now. Anyway, 2020.
It has been.
Yeah. But all right, so I'm liking it, you're liking it. Let's check out what the comments have to say about it, okay? We live and we die. We control nothing beyond that. I like that. For people who may not know, this is an adaptation of James Clavell's book Shōgun. A fictionalized telling of the life of a real English sailor named William Adams who arrived half dead in Japan along with the remains of his crew during one of the most pivotal years in Japanese history, 1600. This was in the middle of a massive power struggle that would decide the future shogun and fate of the country for centuries. Okay, so yes, exactly like Vikings, like kind of historical, getting into the politics and battles and stuff like that, so that's cool. Anything with Hiroyuki Sanada is going to be amazing. That man is a legend of acting. So Hiroyuki Sanada's character, Yoshi Toranaga, is based on Tokugawa Ieyasu. The story shows the turmoil period of Japan with multiple clan leaders fought each other in order to become shogun. If you cannot wait till February, watch the original version with Richard Chamberlain, which came out in 1980. The show back then was considered a milestone flagship TV series. Okay, so this is actually a remake. So it's based on a book,
So
but
was
apparently
it called
Shogun.
Shōgun?
Let me see. Shogun 1980. Shogun 1980. It was a film. It was a film in the 80s.
Okay.
And it had Richard Chamberlain, if I can just look it up here. Yeah. And this was probably loosely based on a true story. Fictionalized for entertainment value, but the main idea is hopefully hopefully stays true to what actually happened there. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, so check it out in, what did they say, February? So that's not long. I mean, it's November now. So we got November, December, January, February. So just a couple of months away.
Ooh, crazy.
Yeah. All right, but we got the ad break. I just snoozed the ad break, but we'll go to ad break now, and then our time will be added onto the next segment here. So let's check it out. Check out the next one. We'll go to intermission for now, and we will see you guys after these short messages. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.